Hey, this is Burquito checking in. I'm over here at Anderson River Park doing the dog walk. Hey, Burquito checking in. We got a new addition here on the Anderson River Park trails, the horse trails it is. We got names now. The Lime Salmon Trail goes around the perimeter of the outback, or the open space, I should say. And then the Hote Trail is the trail we'll be taking today. And we'll probably take the Liam Salmon Trail like in a loop. We'll come back that way. I know how to do that. So it's kind of tricky, but that's the way to do it. A shot of the horses. Okay, so we're approaching, we're on the Hote Trail. And I call this Anderson Creek just because it's the first creek. There's 3 creeks on the trail. And this one's actually got a cinder block kind of bridge that they made. Decomposed granite in between, kind of neat, and steel girders. And so this is Anderson Creek, not very deep. Here's another shot of the bridge from the side. So it's kind of nice, good looking bridge, steel girder. Just kind of give you a Anderson Creek bridge, another shot of it. One thing that's kind of cool about the trail, this time of year only, you have a pretty yellow flower here. Normally is not there, just in October. And this one's a Cenothera. Well, we came to another sign. It looks like the Hote Trail ends here. You can take the Hukya Trail, and I know that one eventually comes to a dead end. It's like a service road. Brings you along the second creek. But the central stream is the one we're going to take now. And that'll continue into our loop. Okay, well, we've made it to the second creek. So they call this central stream. I always consider this a creek. But I've been calling this, I made up my own name for it. I call this Johnson Creek. It's a pretty one. So this is the second creek, central stream. Or I prefer Johnson Creek. What's the difference between a stream and a creek? Not really sure. Now they haven't marked this, but when you get to this point, now I'm on the central stream trail. Right here it splits and you can follow Johnson Creek or you can go to Smith Creek. And I usually head towards the third creek, Smith Creek I call it, for lack of no name. And this is like an island now. So I call this like the second island. And this is the pretty island where you'll find a lot of deer and turkey and birds of sort. I want to get their feet wet. There goes an egret. Always got that one egret, just one. So I guess they call this the Eastern Stream, which I've been calling this Smith Creek. This is the deepest creek. And this brings you over to Killdeer Island, which I was just calling the third island. And this is a real pretty one. Hey, here's an interesting kind of thing. Right here we have the Great Mullein, which is a plant that kind of grows all over the place, especially over here by the creeks. And they get about 10 feet tall and have a flower, and they're around almost all year, I guess. But then again, the insects don't bite them, and the leaves are like velvet. It's pretty neat. It almost feels fake, and it's got a natural herbicide, I heard. Like the insects don't eat the leaves, but you can use it for a tea, which kind of makes me question using it as a tea, but kind of an interesting plant. Anyways, let's keep going. Now we're continuing, and we crossed the Smith Creek and we're on the third island, and there's less trees and it's more sandy. So I don't think it's quite as beautiful, but it's still unique. And right next to us on the left here is the Sacramento River, just through the really good fishing spots, I believe, but I never see anybody fishing, so I don't know. But let me give you a shot of this. See, suddenly it's become really sandy, which probably isn't ideal for the oak trees. So it's more sun exposed. Yeah, we're gonna cross the creek again, the third creek, Eastern Stream. and we're leaving Deer Kill Island, or Killdeer Island, and we're gonna head back to the second island. And it's a beautiful creek. It opens up right there to the Sacramento. We're gonna cross back over. My favorite part of the trail, and again, I take this about every day now, because I got a Chesapeake Bay Retriever, and she needs to be walked regularly. So this is my main trail that I go to every day with the dog. But you can see how beautiful it gets through here. This is what I call, it's like an oak grove. A lot of oak trees here, and you get a bunch of shade. It is a horse trail, beautiful horses. And this is where I'd come if I had a horse. It's really perfect for this to cross the creek. Beautiful. Okay, so anyways, I just want to tell you, this is kind of the end of the trail. Hey, just want to show you a good vista here. We got Lassen right there. I don't know if you can see it. Let me zoom in for you. That's where I climbed that peak last weekend, and I couldn't see anything. Today, it had rained yesterday. So, and then 70 miles this way, you have Shasta. Pretty awesome. I'm over here at the Sacramento River, dog walking. Okay, well, when you head back, you can either head back the same way we came, or you can take the loop, which I'm gonna try to make the loop today, but then it's a lot longer to go this way. And this, I call this the bamboo trail, because it's, yeah, well, they call this a rundo. I don't know what the difference between a rundo and bamboo is. It seems to be, maybe it's because it's a different texture, or it's green, but it does turn yellow. Not quite sure. I'll have to look that one up. Yeah, we just ran into some big, I don't know if they're vultures or prairie hawks. I don't really know the difference. See if I can get a shot of them. Can you see them? Just scared the crap out of them. What's the size of that bad boy? Okay, here's where it gets pretty thick. We're still on the bamboo trail, which is a good half-mile long. A big long loop headed back. And right here we're gonna run right into where the first and second creek, I think they've already adjoined. And I'll give you the vista of that. It's really pretty. Right here normally would be tick haven. But again, right now there's no ticks. Don't ask me why. But there's a tick season, and right now I haven't seen any ticks at all. And we're in October. I don't know if you can get the perception here, but there's some huge, probably the biggest oak trees I've ever seen. You can really get the perspective of it. You see the size of the trunk. And there's a few of them in here. Really big oak trees. And that's home to a lot of these hawks. All right, well, that about wraps it up. We did the Hote Trail all the way around to the Vista Point. Crossed the creeks, I don't know how many times. You cross each one twice. And then you eventually, if you're good enough, you could hook up with the Liam Salmon Trail. Again, these are all new signs posted by the Anderson River Park personnel, and it works well. So hopefully you got something from this video, and you can take your pooch on this particular trek, which you'll probably run into me because I do it every day. Beautiful weather today in Redding, so get out there and do it. All right, Braquito in London checking out.